All right, so you've got a property developer interview coming up.
Big day.
Yeah, exciting stuff. And we're going to dive deep into RoleCatcher's resources today
Yeah.
to help you absolutely nail it.
Yeah, good stuff.
They've got career guides. They've got sample interview questions.
The works.
Their work.
It's not just about knowing the answers, though.
Okay.
It's really about understanding that mindset of the interviewer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they
Yeah.
want to see that spark, that passion for shaping the world around us, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It's about more than just bricks and mortar.
Exactly.
It's about vision.
Vision, yeah.
So let's jump right into RoleCatcher's sample questions.
Okay.
The first one is, what inspired you to pursue a career in property development?
Oh, that's a classic.
Okay.
But don't let that fool you.
Okay.
It's your chance to really showcase what makes you tick.
Okay.
So instead of kind of giving some generic answers,
Right.
think about a specific experience that really ignited your interest in this field. Was it a childhood memory? Was it a mentor?
Mm-hmm.
A particular project that just blew your mind?
So, like, if someone was just fascinated by, like, watching their hometown evolve, or
Yeah.
maybe they were inspired by a relative who renovated historic buildings,
Right.
like, those are the kinds of stories that...
Those are the stories that stick with you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the guide really emphasizes, you know, authenticity.
Right.
It's not about sounding perfect or rehearsed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just letting your genuine enthusiasm
Shine through.
shine through, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they might follow up with something like this.
Okay.
What aspect of property development are you most passionate about?
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
So now you have to get specific.
You have to get specific.
Is it the creative design process?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the financial puzzle of making a project work?
Yeah.
The challenge of negotiating deals?
All of the above, maybe?
Right.
But this is where those career guides come in handy. RoleCatcher's Guide actually breaks down all the different facets of property development,
Right.
from market analysis to construction management to,
Yeah.
understanding these areas, I think will help you articulate what truly excites you
Yes.
about this world.
Okay, let's move on to question number 2.
All right.
What skills do you possess that make you a great property developer?
Ooh, tricky one.
This feels like a potential minefield.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you brag without sounding arrogant?
Well, I think humility is key, but so is confidence.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the guide really stresses highlighting relevant skills
Okay.
and backing them up with concrete examples.
Okay.
So instead of just saying, I'm a great negotiator,
Right.
tell a story,
Yeah.
In my previous role, I successfully negotiated a lease agreement that saved the company 10% annually.
Ooh, I like it.
Boom. Quantifiable results.
I love how that paints a picture.
Yeah.
You're not just making a claim.
Eh,
You're demonstrating it.
yeah, showing the receipts.
What kind of follow-up could trip someone up here?
Well, they might dig deeper into a specific skill that you mentioned.
Okay.
Like, let's say you mentioned financial analysis.
Yeah.
They could ask something like, describe a time you had to make a tough financial decision on a project.
Okay.
What were the key factors that you considered?
Now you have to showcase your thought process.
Yeah,
Your ability to weigh different options.
exactly. And this ties back to something the career guide emphasizes, which is risk assessment.
Oh, yeah.
Property development is full of it.
Right.
So showing that you can analyze and mitigate risks is gold.
Okay. On to question 3. Can you describe a time you faced a challenging project and how you overcame it?
Classic behavioral question.
Classic, right. They want to see you in action.
They want to see you in action, exactly.
Yeah.
And the guide, I think, suggests choosing a story that showcases problem solving
Okay.
and adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a project went over budget. Maybe there were permit delays and you had to find creative solutions.
Right. So instead of just saying, we fixed it,
Yeah.
you walk them through the steps.
Yes.
I first identified the bottleneck,
Yeah.
then I collaborated with the contractors to explore alternative materials, and finally we renegotiated the timeline to minimize further delays.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You've shown initiative, collaboration, strategic thinking.
It's all there.
All vital in property development.
Yeah.
Now, here's a potential curveball.
Okay.
Knowing what you know now, would you have approached that challenge differently?
That's getting deep.
That is getting deep.
They're looking for self-awareness
Yes.
and continuous learning,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is another key point in the career guide.
Yes.
The importance of staying updated in this ever-evolving industry.
Absolutely.
And that leads perfectly into question 4.
All right, bring it on.
How do you stay up to date with the latest trends in property development?
Oh, good one.
Vague answers won't cut it here.
No, they won't.
The guide suggests mentioning specific sources.
Okay.
What would impress you?
Subscribing to industry publications like Urban Land magazine,
Right?
attending conferences like the National Association of Home Builders show,
Mm.
maybe even taking online courses in sustainable building practices.
Oh, it's not just about knowing stuff.
It's about actively seeking out that knowledge.
Right. You're signaling that you're a lifelong learner,
Exactly.
someone who's committed to staying ahead of the curve.
Get ahead of the curve, yeah.
Now, they might follow up with, what's a recent trend in property development that's caught your eye and why?
Ooh, I like that one.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Right? Suddenly, you're not just listing sources.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing that you're actually engaging with them,
Yeah.
forming opinions,
Yes.
analyzing trends.
And that intellectual curiosity is what makes a candidate stand out.
Right.
It's not just about having the right answers, it's about having the right questions.
I like that.
You know?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
All right, so we've covered the first 4 questions.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the big picture questions.
What a picture.
But now I think it's time to get a little bit more strategic.
Okay, I like it. Welcome back.
Okay, so we've tackled those like kind of big picture interview questions so far.
Yes.
But let's get a little bit more strategic.
All right.
Remember those career insights from RoleCatcher's guide?
Yeah.
Let's weave those into our answers
I like it.
to really showcase our industry knowledge.
Good idea.
So how do we go beyond just reciting facts and actually demonstrating that we get property development?
Well, think about those subtle details that really separate the pros from the amateurs.
Okay, give me an example.
So, for example, the guide mentions that property development requires a really deep understanding of zoning laws and building codes.
Right, it's not just about having a cool design.
No.
It's about knowing what you can actually build.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So imagine they ask about a challenging project, right? You could say something like, we had to pivot our design because the initial plans didn't comply with local setback regulations, but by working closely with the zoning board, we found a solution that met both the code requirements and our design vision.
Now, you're not just problem solving, you're demonstrating a real-world understanding of the legal complexities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another key insight from the guide is the importance of financial modeling and risk assessment.
Yeah.
These are skills that interviewers are going to be looking for, especially for more senior roles.
Okay, so when they ask about managing budgets,
Yeah.
we can go beyond just saying, I'm good with numbers.
Please.
What would be a more impressive approach?
Try something like this.
Okay.
I always run sensitivity analyses to account for potential fluctuations in interest rates or construction costs.
Oh.
This helps me proactively identify potential financial risks and develop contingency plans.
Wow, now you sound like a seasoned pro.
There you go.
It's like you're speaking their language.
Exactly. And it shows you're not afraid of the inherent uncertainties in this field.
Which are many.
You're embracing them.
Yeah.
And using sophisticated tools to mitigate risk.
This makes me think about another point the guide makes.
Yeah.
The importance of sustainability
Yeah.
in modern property development.
Absolutely. It's no longer just a niche trend. It's becoming a core value.
Yeah.
For many developers, investors, tenants alike.
So if they ask about your vision for the future of property development,
Mm-hmm.
you could talk about your commitment to green building practices or your interest in developing energy-efficient communities.
Right. You could even mention specific certifications like LE
Okay.
that demonstrate your knowledge of sustainable building standards.
Okay, this is all super helpful.
Good.
But I'm curious, how do we use these career insights when they ask about our own personal experience?
Okay.
Like, tell me about a time you had to negotiate a difficult contract. It feels like that's more about individual skills.
It is, but you can still leverage the career guide as a framework.
Okay.
Think about those core skills that it emphasizes.
Okay.
Negotiation, communication, problem solving.
Right.
So when you're describing that contract negotiation, don't just focus on the terms that you agreed upon.
Okay.
Also highlight how you effectively communicated with all parties involved,
Yeah.
found creative solutions to roadblocks, and ultimately secured a deal that was beneficial for everyone.
You're showing that you understand the multifaceted nature
Yes.
of property development.
Very good.
That it's not just about winning at all costs.
Exactly.
It's about finding those mutually beneficial solutions.
Yes, and that ties back to another key point the guide makes,
Okay.
which is the importance of building and maintaining strong relationships.
With stakeholders.
With stakeholders, yeah.
Investors, contractors, community members, government agencies.
All of them.
Property development is all about collaboration
Yes.
and finding common ground.
Finding common ground.
So if they ask about a time you had to deal with a difficult stakeholder, you could talk about how you actively listened to their concerns,
Yes.
found areas of compromise, and ultimately built a positive working relationship despite those initial disagreements.
Yeah, it's about showcasing your ability to navigate those complex interpersonal dynamics that are so crucial in this field.
Okay, this is making me realize that property development interviews are a lot more nuanced
They
than
are,
I initially thought.
it's not just about spouting off textbook answers. It's about demonstrating a deep understanding of the industry's complexities,
Yeah.
your ability to apply your skills in real-world scenarios, and your passion for shaping the built environment.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI can really come in handy.
Right?
It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Very true.
The AI can analyze your delivery, your tone of voice, your pacing, all those subtle cues that can make or break an interview.
It's like having a virtual coach
Right.
that can help you fine-tune your performance
Yeah.
and project the confidence and expertise that interviewers are looking for.
And remember, the AI can also help you tailor your responses to the specific job that you're interviewing for.
Very important.
So if the job description emphasizes experience with sustainable development,
Yeah,
you can make sure to highlight those aspects of your background and experience.
good point.
Or if the company is known for its innovative approach to urban revitalization, you can gear your answers towards showcasing your creativity and vision.
It's about being strategic
Right.
and tailoring your message to resonate with the specific company and role that you're targeting.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this section. We've talked about how to weave career insights into our answers, how to use our personal experience effectively, and how RoleCatcher's AI can help us refine our delivery.
Yeah.
But there's one more crucial piece to the puzzle.
Oh,
How to identify our unique value proposition
okay.
and make ourselves truly stand out from the competition.
The million-dollar question.
Because honestly, anyone can memorize answers and practice their delivery.
Yeah.
But what really separates the successful candidates from the rest?
That's what we'll delve into in part 3.
Ooh, a cliffhanger.
So stay tuned for the final chapter of our property development interview deep dive,
Okay.
where we'll explore how to uncover your hidden strengths and craft a compelling personal brand
Ooh.
that will leave a lasting impression on those interviewers.
Okay, we're in the final stretch of our deep dive into property development interviews.
The final countdown.
We've covered a ton of ground, from understanding the industry to crafting those killer answers.
Yeah.
But now the big question.
Hit me.
How do we make you stand out in a sea of qualified candidates?
Ooh, it's all about uncovering your unique value proposition.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Every property developer have a portfolio of projects, right? Well, you have a portfolio of skills, experiences, and passions.
Okay.
What makes yours remarkable?
So it's not just about listing those skills on a resume.
No, but
It's about figuring out what makes them special, how they combine in a way that no one else can replicate.
exactly.
Oh.
So let's say 2 candidates both have experience in financial modeling, right?
Yeah.
But maybe you also have a background in urban planning,
Okay.
giving you a deeper understanding of how development impacts communities.
Mm-hmm.
That's a differentiator.
Or maybe someone else has a strong network of investors.
Right.
But you have a proven track record of successfully navigating community relations,
Uh-huh.
which is essential for getting projects approved.
Absolutely.
And these soft skills can often be the most valuable differentiators.
I think so.
They show you're not just a number cruncher, but someone who can build consensus and create win-win situations.
Very important.
This is making me think about those personal anecdotes that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
The stories that reveal not just what you've done,
Yeah.
but how you've done it, what makes you tick.
Those stories are gold.
Yeah.
Think back to your proudest moments.
Okay, yeah.
Those projects where you truly made a difference. What were the key ingredients of your success? Was
Okay.
it your persistence?
Yeah.
Your creativity? Your ability to inspire others?
Maybe you have a knack for spotting potential problems before they arise, saving time and money down the line.
Excellent.
Or maybe you're a master collaborator, someone who can draw together diverse teams and get everyone rowing in the same direction.
Those are the kinds of insights that interviewers are hungry for. They
Right.
want to see the person behind the resume,
Yeah.
the unique blend of talents that make you, well, you,
Makes sense?
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of RoleCatcher's AI.
Okay.
It can analyze job descriptions
Mm-hmm.
to highlight missing skills in your resume.
Right.
Could we use that same concept to identify our hidden strengths?
Absolutely. Imagine comparing a list of your self-identified strengths with the desired skills listed in property development job postings.
Okay.
Do you see any patterns? Any areas where you excel that are highly sought after?
Maybe those postings all emphasize experience with public-private partnerships.
Yeah.
And you happen to have led a major project involving one.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, a detail that seemed minor
Right.
becomes a major selling point.
It's about strategically aligning your personal brand
Right.
with the needs of the market.
Okay.
You're essentially saying, look, I have exactly what you're looking for, and then some.
So this isn't about bragging
No.
or inflating our accomplishment.
It's about being self-aware,
Yeah.
understanding our unique value, and confidently communicating it to the world.
And that confidence will radiate in your interviews.
It will.
You'll be able to answer questions not just accurately,
Yeah.
but with a sense of purpose and passion.
You got it.
You'll be able to connect the dots between your experiences and the employer's needs, showing them that you're not just a candidate, you're a solution.
Exactly.
Okay?
Well said.
And remember, this deep dive has only scratched the surface.
It has.
There's a whole universe of knowledge and resources out there, from industry publications to online courses to professional organizations.
Absolutely.
But the most important resource is you.
It is.
Your curiosity, your willingness to learn and grow. Those are the qualities that will ultimately set you apart
Could not agree more.
and propel your career forward.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So go out there, embrace the challenge, and build something amazing.
Good luck.
We have no doubt you'll crush that interview.